so it's running a little behind. But I'm glad I am on time mostly. Hello, it's good to see everyone. We're gonna doing more KSP today. I know it's weird. I don't remember where I saved, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. I don't remember what the save is. I think it saved in one of the buildings, but we'll see. I gotta wait for it to actually load. All right. Where did we leave off? We did the moon mission yesterday. That's all I remember. It's in here. No, it's not in here. Wait, I have 1100 science. Actually, you know what? I should spend some of this. Which, I'm gonna get medium launchers. Medium launchers is too valuable. We could also get nuclear, but I don't need it right now. Oh, apparently I never researched all this stuff. I can't afford it, never mind. Yeah, apparently it didn't keep all my research, but that's okay. Space Center. Mission control is what I wanted. That's right, we had to go to the mysterious signal on the moon. We had to leave SOI, we had to send out a satellite, and we had to get a really eccentric orbit. I think what I'm gonna do is try to bang out these satellite missions really quick, and then we'll do the next moon mission. So let's go build a satellite real fast. I don't even know what this vehicle is. Do I have a probe core that I can use for this that is not bad? It's one of these. We'll have some fun with this little probe. It doesn't need to be anything large. What are my missions? Oh, I can't see missions in here. Lame. That's fine. But no, I hope everyone's been doing good, though. Hope you're all having a good Friday. It's the weekend, finally. For people who don't know, with my stream schedule, I unfortunately can't really stream on the weekends. So today is actually the last stream of the year. At least scheduled. I'm not gonna rule out a stream over the weekend, but I can't make any promises that there's gonna be one. What am I doing? Yeah, this is a really large probe, but it's fine. It doesn't really need anything. It just needs a... I'm just gonna throw one of these on there. Actually, wait. Inkelberg, hello. These are technically better. I'm gonna throw on like 4 of these just because. Just because I can. Have some fun with it. Let's do this. Let's do 4 of them like that, and then make them like this. Yeah, I'll just quickly bang out this probe mission and then go from there. I just need to double check something really quick. Just 3,400 to get to orbit, 930 to exit, so we need like 4,000. That's 1,500 by itself, so we need another like 3,000-ish to get up, and then we'll be fine. Should be a piece of cake. Do I have fairings yet? Did I ever unlock those? No, I didn't. It's okay, though. We don't really need them. We'll throw on a couple of batteries. Yeah, 6 batteries. Yeah, that's a lot. No, I don't care. It's for symmetry, okay? It's symmetrical. We'll throw on a couple of solar panels, too, because why not? We don't need much, just 2 panels right here should be... 2 panels right here should be more than enough. Trying to think what else I need on this. I could put some science on here, but... not really worth it. We don't need RCS, we don't need ladders, we don't need lights. We don't really need anything. I could put a nose cone on here just to make it look a little less dumb, but I still don't need that either. I think I'm just gonna put my lifter on here and then just call it a day. I don't even need that big of a lifter either. Let's go with, I could put the mainsail on here. I could have some fun actually and just stick a mainsail on there and call it a day. I kinda want to. I kinda wanna just do this, just to get it out there, get it over with. Yeah, that's way more Delta V than I need. This will be perfectly fine. You know what I'm even gonna do? I'm even gonna put some boosters on here and make it overkill, because why not? There's no reason for me not to. But yeah, again, it's just a real quick mission just to get this, the probe missions finished, and then we'll go back to the moon and do some moon stuff. Which will be fun. Yeah, 6,000 meters per second, that's way overkill. I'm even gonna put the engine down here because why not? So those decouple. We have our probe. That should be fine. Alright. Let's launch this, get this done. Again, it's a really, really quick mission. It's nothing special. I'm gonna throttle this down. We don't need it at full. Actually, I'm gonna leave it at 0, because you might not even need it. Never mind, I lied, we need it. We'll keep it low throttle until we run out of booster. Hopefully these 3 missions, here we go. We get an orbit Kerbin with a high AP. Escape Kerbin's SOI. And then we just got an orbit Kerbin in general. So this should be plenty easy to do. Throttle up. I lied. Maybe this isn't that easy. Yeah, confirm revert. Hold on, I want to make some adjustments. The adjustments being, I just need some fins. I knew I was forgetting something, and I couldn't think of what it was, and I was just kind of thinking it to myself. Now I know what it was. It was a couple of fins. Keep this thing flying straight. There we go. Now we can actually launch this thing correctly. You didn't see that. That didn't happen. Don't worry about that. Saw absolutely nothing. There we go. Alright. Down, we don't need that at full throttle. You didn't see that. Okay, mission track. Escape, SOI, orbit, orbit. Easy peasy. Again, we're just gonna double dip on this orbit mission really quick, and then we'll leave the SOI, and then we'll start planning our moon mission. Which I want to build a better lander than the last one. Oh, we're still flipping out of control here. Please don't flip out of control. Honestly, this orbit doesn't even need to be that fancy. It just needs to get up into space. I don't really care how it gets there. Okay, I'm gonna cut my throttle here. Hold on prograde. I should probably put some SAS on here. I'm just gonna boost this AP up. That's all that really matters right now, is getting up to AP. Good enough. Wait, we how did we... Oh, you must have overheated. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna add some SAS to this thing. I'm just being really lazy, by the way. I don't want to hurt to that. I'm just being really lazy and trying to get this mission done quick, because I don't like doing the small grindy stuff. I want to get to the point where I can actually, like, just slapping my watch on the charger, don't mind me. I want to get to the point where I can just start doing some of the fun missions, like, you know, going to Duna and doing stuff there. But where's the control stuff? Oh, here it is, stabilizer. Throw on a couple of these. There we go. That'll help out a little bit. And then I have too many of these on here. I need to... This. Somehow I ended up with 6 of them and I only wanted 4. Okay, let's try this again. This time with feeling. Throttle down. Skip countdown. Try to take this real shallow, so I don't screw it up this time. Hopefully with the extra control modules, this thing flies a bit better. Because it's flying fine until we drop the boosters, and then it just kind of starts to flip wildly. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go throttle on this too. Just to try to get up a little bit higher before we start flipping wildly. And I think most of my issue is that I just didn't put a probe on that, or a nose cone on that. Yeah, it blew up again. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going too fast. I'm being really impatient. That's my problem right now, is I'm just being really impatient and lazy, and I don't want to do this the normal way. That's fine. We'll get up there. Not a big deal. I probably should try to buy fairings with the science we get from these missions. I think fairings are going to help me a lot. I just have to find them. I don't remember where they are. For people who don't really know me and how I tend to build in this game, I usually build really big. I always did. So I want to try to a little more throttle. I want to try to do this the right way, but I also want to just get through the tech tree to the point where I get the parts that I'm familiar with and I'm used to. That way I can build the way that I'm used to. We're flipping again. Please don't flip. Don't do this to me. You know what? Fine. You know what? Fine. Do it the old-fashioned way. Not with a mainsail. Don't mind me just like trying to remember how to play this game. It's been a while, okay? We'll use the small tanks. Use the small tanks, and we'll use a skipper, and we'll do it the old-fashioned way. That swivel, not a skipper. 3600. I'd like to get a little bit more Delta V out of that, so let's do a couple of decouplers and boosters again. This should fly significantly better. Actually, no, you know what I'm gonna do? We unlocked fuel lines. I'm gonna do this better. I'm just gonna duplicate this. Slap it right on the side here. What we're gonna do instead is attach this here. And then here. And then throw a couple of the nose cones on that. We'll strut that on. Where are the struts? Why can I never remember where the struts are? Here they are. Slap a couple of struts on there, and then... fuel line. Do this the old Kerbal way with fuel lines. Okay, so now we need these two engines to fire, and this main engine to fire. Then these Separatrons will fire, drop these outer stages. Then our upper stage will go. And then we're also going to throw on a couple of these. Just to get those out of the way. And these don't need that much fuel, they just need to kind of do a little burst. So that should be fine. Those are not on the correct stage. You should be up here. Luckily, this only needs to fire once, so... it should be working the way that I want it to, right? Oh, it is. It is. Good. Yeah, I'm just trying to kind of relearn this game. I really genuinely do not remember how to play anything. I am trash at this game. I used to be decent. And then I just never played. It's been... I forgot. I forgot the fins again. Keep doing that. Yeah, I used to remember how to play this game. And then I stopped. And now I don't remember how to play it anymore. Throw 4 of those on there and 2 of them on here. Is that... yeah, that is. It's like, is that symmetrical? It is, we're good. Slap some fins on there and try it again. Oh, my SRBs are... or not SRBs, my Separatrons are on the wrong stage. I almost forgot. I think if I just put a nose cone on the top of this, it'll probably solve all my issues. Is there a, like, aerodynamic view in this game again? I don't remember. I'm gonna hold prograde though. Just keep going up. I miss the days where I played KSP1 all the time, and I knew more about what I was actually doing. Roll these down just a little bit. 10 kilometers up. I'm gonna start pitching over. Mistake. Mistakes were made. I don't have any. I have a lot of gimbal. I think we'll be fine though once we drop these outer boosters. I think we're high enough actually that it doesn't even matter. I wish I could right click these and see how much fuel was actually in them. So where are we at? That's weird. 50. I have a small problem. I need to shake these loose. Go. Small issue, but we're good. Oh, my cat's in here yelling at me again. Why are you screaming at me? Let me get this if I do a decent park orbit here. And then I gotta give her attention because she won't leave me alone. She's been whining at me for a while now. For the last like hour, she comes up and just yells at me. I don't know what she wants. Come here. Come here. She's just moody. Moody cat. Okay, point prograde. to get this thing into an orbit. I'm actually gonna point a little up because I got distracted by this Meowsalot over here. You guys get to see the rare appearance of my cat. Doesn't make appearances often. What are you doing? Cat's attention seeking. She just... all she wants all the time is attention. Never fails. Oh, I lost a solar panel. I think I don't need them. I think we only need one. I'm gonna stop here. Get this thing back up to AP and we'll circularize there. Prograde. Luckily we only need the one panel. It really like saves this. Also, I should extend all of these transmitters before I forget. There we go. There's our satellite. We're in orbit now. I'm gonna ditch this lower... Actually, you know what? We've got so much fuel in it. I'm just gonna use it. And I'll terminate the debris. Whatever. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll get like a moon impact or something. Or Midness impact. What did I need? It was... oh, we got the eccentric orbit. We're good. We just need to leave SOI. Okay. How far out can I send this? Oh, that's it for fuel. Alright, let's stage it. I'm gonna leave this fuel in here in case I decide to do anything with it, and all we gotta do is just get this out of Kerbin's SOI and we're done. We lost the solar panel, but that's okay. It is what it is. In hindsight, I should have put them somewhere else. Yeah, we'll clean up this debris over here. Probably microbe-based debris. There we go. We are in interstellar space. I have no science stuff on here, so I can't do any science, but that's okay. Alright. Tracking station. Let me go clean up that debris. Debris in orbit of Kerbal, destroy. And Probe Probe Face. We can just rename you to Probe Probe Face instead of Probe Probe Face 2. There we go. Alright, mission control. Go playing these missions. So glad you're back. Crew must have a glorious tan. At least the ladder survived. Maybe we should set up a pod filled with some corn kernels. Alright, mission complete. Thanks, science. Alright. Better interconnection. We got footage of the satellite smiling. Yeah. Satellite's leaving. That's what it's doing. Congratulations on a successful mission. Okay, so we have to go to the moon. So let's go back to R&D real quick. I want to see if I can get fairings. I don't remember where they are. These would actually be really helpful. But I need... oh yeah, I unlocked the grid fins. That's the thing that I'm missing. Where is... fairings? Here they are. So yeah, we're not getting fairings anytime soon. So I actually then, I need to unlock expanded construction. Here, sit down. Need to unlock expanded construction, but I think we're gonna have to go back to... I think we're actually gonna have to go to Midness for that. So let's grab precision aerodynamics for now. And I'm gonna grab power management because I want research miniaturization for later. Long-range probes would be handy, but I don't need it. Tiny engines would be handy, but again, I don't need it. Actually, no, I can't afford it anyway. Let's just go with this. And let's go do a moon mission and go get that landing real quick. Which we're actually going to do another probe here. Can I load probing a probe face over here? Actually, you know what? This is the moon lander that we used. Yeah, this was the moon lander that we sent to the moon before, but I think I'm gonna get rid of this. And this. And I think I'm gonna swap this lander can out with a probe. Actually, I sit here and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you know, maybe I should just launch the moon lander again. Because it worked. It was fine. But what I am going to do, though, is I am going to swap... Or I'm not going to put crew on here. I'm going to actually leave it empty. And we're just going to send this whole thing down. I'll detach it. Because I'm not... There's no sense replacing something that worked. No point. What are you doing, You want to get down? You content with your 5 minutes of attention? Tickle my nose. Go ahead. She's content with her 5 seconds of attention. Oh, no, now she's yelling at me again. I'm gonna rip this off. We don't need those anymore. Yeah, I'm just gonna make this unmanned. And, we'll send this up as a whole unit. Let me just double check that my staging is good. We had main engine. We had stage separation. Stage separation. I just need that to separate. Then those don't matter. And these parachutes don't matter because they're gonna go crash into the moon anyway. Okay, let's launch it. And let's just do this moon mission real fast. She wants to go in the window. You don't need a countdown. Oh, you know what's missing on here, actually? Apparently it saved, but it didn't save the boosters, the most important part of the ship. I think we'll just throw on a couple of external tanks again, and those will be the boosters. We don't really need anything super fancy. This is more than powerful enough to go to the moon. But a couple of medium tanks. Why a couple of medium tanks, you might ask? Because I build big. She wants to go in the window. Will you stop? Here. Cat wants the window. She will like do everything that she can in her power to get me to lift the blinds up so she can look outside. Even though she doesn't care, and she's gonna leave after like 5 minutes of staring out the window. She'll just leave. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna just use this as a transfer stage. I'm gonna get rid of this. We're gonna change this up. Instead of using that, where's the... I don't have large tanks. Let's just do 2 of these with a mainsail on it. Is that... That's a thrust to weight of 1.4. That can take off. We don't need these anymore. And then I'm actually going to take this lower stage here. Yeah, she left, by the way. She got upset and left. As she does. I'm going to take these and strap 2 giant boosters to them. And that's all we need. This is more than enough power to get off the ground. I just need... nose cone. There we go. Let's drop these on just so they don't fall off. And we're good. Okay, so boosters fire, mainsail fires. Then we separate. Then the transfer stage and descent stage technically will fire, and then we'll have the Moonlander go. This should be fine. I don't think we need anything else. Just in case, I guess, you know what? I'm gonna strip these because we don't need them. You don't need the parachutes. Yeah, there's a lander can. I'm gonna leave it because I'm too lazy to remove it. I'll keep the RCS up there because you never know when you might need that. I'm actually gonna do... Sorry. Family has, like, no sense of time. Watching you, how you doing? I want to strap a couple of extra tanks to this. Do I need them? No, probably not. But I'm going to do it anyway, just to be safe. I wish I had a big nose cone for this, though. They're all tiny. But it's fine. Let's just slap a couple of fuel lines on here. It gives me a little bit of extra fuel. Wait, that DV went down? Whatever. I don't need the solar panels on here anymore. I am actually gonna toss a couple of solar panels on here. A couple of these. Should be fine. Oh, I see what I did. Wait, I don't see what I did. Never mind. Delete those. Put them here. I don't know. Let's just launch it. Give me 1 second though. I gotta get up real quick. Okay. Actually, wait, one more thing. I got bored after 30 seconds, left the window. My family is shouting at me that they're gonna go out. Like, I don't need to know every detail. I really don't. Let's go. Real quick moon mission just to get the primary mission done here. Our mysterious signal source. Yeah, how's it going? I'm watching you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing good today. Hopefully one of these missions is enough to give me the science that I need to, How did he sneak on? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Tim, what are you doing? You're not allowed to go to the moon today. You already went to the moon. You're not doing it again. Okay. Try this again. Pull that down a little bit. Yeah, it's good to see you watching. I hope all is well. These rockets are really loud. I don't even know why I grabbed the experiments that are literally useless. In case you're curious, basically what I'm doing with this is I'm just kind of repurposed the old Moonlander. and I'm going to use it to go down unmanned and just land at the site that we're supposed to land at. And it's actually going to become a marker. And then, worst case, if I ever send a mission there, we'll have a lander that can go back up into space. It's kind of the ideal situation. Please don't tip over. Please don't tip over. Please don't tip over. It's like, why did the rocket just get red suddenly? That's why, because of sunset. Let's try to kind of slowly tip this thing over. It's a little top heavy, so I'm kind of terrified that it's gonna flip, but hopefully it doesn't. 23. It's basically like just an emergency, just in case I need it sort of situation, because you never know when a lander can might come in handy. Really, just never know. Of course, it has no docking port, but that's okay. It doesn't need a docking port. Alright, so there's our upper stage about to flame out. Go to our transfer stage. It's 3,000 meters per second at Delta V, should be more than enough to get to the moon. The engine plumes on the Poodle look so good too. We are actually dropping speed a little bit, but we are still going up, so I'll take it. I don't even know why I go to map view. You guys can see the numbers down here. Basically just gotta keep going. Good thing this is a one-way trip. Actually not sure what happened and where all of my my fuel went on this moon launcher, because we used it yesterday. It was fine. I'm beginning to think these extra fuel tanks on here that I put aren't doing anything, so I'm gonna rip them off. Get rid of these. Because they're clearly not doing anything to help me. Put a couple of these back on. And then I'm gonna do this differently. I'm gonna put, instead of these, I'm just gonna put more medium tanks. Go with this. And 2 more mainsails. Because I, again, am really lazy and I don't have the patience for anything. Sure, tiny little nose cones. Why not? So those decouple. I'm gonna throw some Separatrons on there for good measure. That's what the nose cones are for. So those decouple. We have our next stage, then our lander stage after that. Okay. That works. Tim wants to sneak in again. He's not allowed to. 5,568 meters per second. That should be fine. Actually, wait, I forgot one more thing. Jeez. 6,000 meters per second. That's better. Should have no trouble at all getting this to the moon, right? Right? I'm gonna throttle this down. Alright. Roar those rockets. Can't wait to see Jupiter today. You're gonna be waiting a little while, so we ain't doing the Joule mission anytime soon. Still missing a few things to do a reliable Joule mission. We might see Duna today, maybe. Where is Duna, by the way? Yeah, we might see Duna today. But it's a big, big maybe. So we do almost have a transfer window for Duna lined up. I just have to get some more science and unlock a couple more things. Or we can reliably do a Duna mission. So maybe. Good to see you, Liza. How are we doing well? Almost ready for first stage separation. And out. Please don't blow up. Thank you. This AP is way higher than it needs to be. I'm gonna start pushing that out. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do Duna today. I wanted to do my plans for today is to do Minmus and the Moon. This last Moon contract that we have. And then with whatever science we end up with, I would like to. I'm gonna kill Thrust on here. With whatever we have left, I would like to try to unlock a few things and then maybe plan a Duna mission, but to plan a Duna mission right now is not going to happen. That's good enough. Start burn in a minute. Which I'm actually going to point to maneuver node here. Might as well use the RCS for assistance as well. We need 1,500 to circularize. We have 1,900. This is more than enough. So, 25 seconds to go. Alright, let's just go. I don't need to wait. Actually, slightly worried that we're not going to have enough to get circular, but we'll be okay. I'm actually going to point this up ever so slightly, just so we don't fall back down, because we are falling actually pretty quickly. That's okay. This whole upper stage literally exists just to get me to the moon. That's it. It is a extremely repurposed moon lander from the trip we did yesterday. Do a very, very specific one-way moon mission. That's why it's unmanned. We're still dropping, but we're high enough that it's not going to matter. Okay, we're going back up now. I'm going to point back to prograde. Almost there. Just need to get circular. Doesn't matter how we do it, as long as we do it. I'm gonna ditch this lower stage now. Use this to finish circularizing. I'm actually gonna go up to the AP again. Okay. Use the RCS for a little assist. Oh, do I not have power? What do you mean throttle is... There it goes. What do you mean throttle is locked? Give me that. Alright, that's an orbit. Okay, now, how are we gonna get to the moon? What's the best way to do this? So in case you're wondering, I'm literally just dragging this and I'm gonna move it. No, not default name 14. I want Mun, please. Set target. Okay, so that's what we're looking at in terms of an encounter. So if we bring this down ever so slightly, click on the... Okay, so we have to go like now, basically. I'm gonna actually bring this out. So we'll get an encounter if we go a little bit past the moon's orbit. Let's do this. And we start burn in 20 seconds. Literally, we're leaving there right now. So we'll get this flyby, we'll get into an orbit, and then we'll line up to do an actual landing where we need to be. 2 seconds. Start burn. And yeah, this whole stage, basically, we're gonna go down with this, we're gonna decouple from it, and this is gonna crash into Kerbin's. Luckily, it's empty. Really wish I could right-click on this and be like, yeah, there's nobody on here. Yeah, we have no crew on that. So that's gonna decouple, go away, and crash into the moon. This is gonna go down and actually land at the arch that we're going to. And then we'll leave it there as a marker. A little awkward that we're going kind of past the moon for an encounter, but it is what it is. I launched a little too late in the day to get an instant just burn and go to the moon orbit, but that's okay. I'm gonna get rid of this maneuver node and just kind of watch this. Messed up. Messed up. I messed it up. Cut the throttle, please. Point retrograde. I gotta fix it, because I shouldn't have time warped. Good thing I brought extra fuel. Sometimes I forget how much extra fuel you can come down with. Okay, that's good enough. Bring this down to a respectable periapsis. Like 60, that's fine. Good enough. Okay. Let's get into the moon's SOI, and then we'll make our orbital insertion. Get that done. Hello, moon. Nice to see you. I would like to land immediately, but I'm just gonna circularize. And why can I not click on the maneuver node? Focus target. I'm just gonna circularize and we'll come around. Really? Really gonna do this to me, game? Fine. You know what? Fine. Great maneuver. I'm gonna eyeball it because apparently I'm not allowed. Oh, you know what? I can't do it because we're time warping. No. Yep, there we go. Can I do this without? No. Let's just get in orbit and then we'll come down. We'll come down right over it. Why not have full control? We're just not moving for. There we go. Just not moving for no reason. Okay. Warp to node. Of course, they're coming in retrograde, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. What do you mean vessels out of communication range? We're perfectly fine. See, perfectly fine. Nothing to worry about. Alright, we're gonna have to do a night landing. I don't really have a choice. Burn. We'll get circularized and then we'll make an adjustment. I need to make sure that I can still communicate with Kerbin. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put a antenna on this. I just have a basic antenna somewhere. I think. Yeah, right there. It's my only communications right now. I have to be very, very careful with this, this landing. Yeah, let's just do a night landing and deal with it. Oh, is this the Moonlander? This might be the Moonlander from the other day. Okay, create a maneuver plan. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna go up. Basically gonna come in right over the anomaly here. I'm gonna also F5 just to be safe. Maneuvers in 1 minute. And we're just gonna use this as a descent stage. Coming right over the arch. I know it's an arch because what else is it gonna be on the moon? I'm decently familiar with some of the anomalies in this game. 8 seconds. 3. What? Let's bring this right up over the arch. Burn a little bit extra. Okay. Now we point retrograde. I still have 300 meters per second in this, so I'm going to use it, but we are going to ditch. And then we're actually, now that I'm looking at this, we're going to be mostly on battery power for the rest of the mission, so hopefully we have enough. Going to be a little spicy, but I think we'll be okay. Lack of stellar exposure, I'm aware. Yeah, that is the lander from yesterday. Apparently I didn't smack it into the surface because it reverted, but it's fine. Let's start slowing down a little bit. We're using a little bit of electric charge, but I think we'll be okay. All I need to do is just get this thing down to the ground. Kilometers away. I'm gonna throttle up here. I haven't done a precision landing in a very long time, by the way. This is very, very weird to me. But we'll be fine, we'll make it. Transfer stage out of fuel. Stage it. It's a problem. Hold on. Hold on. That's an issue. Control this. Okay. Could have been really bad. Technically was bad. So now we're going the other way, but it's okay. I should have shut the engines off and fixed it, but it's alright. We'll just flip this thing right around, and then I'm actually going to point to our target here. We're going to go basically straight this way. I am upside down, though. This is a little awkward. There we go. Oh, I wasn't upside down. Never mind. I lied. Okay. Point to target. Go. I basically come in kind of right near it. Look at that. Precision landing, though. First try. No issues. We're literally about 100 meters away from it. Wouldn't do it any better, other than the fact that this wasn't the actual parent of the vessel. We blew up the parent. we might have blown up the parent by accident, but it's okay. I'm gonna get a little closer. You have to be kind of right on top of this stuff. Get these missions done correctly. Of course, the game also doesn't know how much DV I have anymore, but that's alright. Just a quick little hop. 600 meters up, so we're about 100 meters away from the arch. Plenty of electric charge. Looking good. I just wish it was daytime so we could see this a little bit better, but it's alright. It is what it is. It's real difficult to see. Without lights, I have a hard time judging where the ground is, but we're good. Just in time for the edge. Did the mission satisfy though? No, it didn't. You have to do a very slight hop a little bit closer to the arch. It's fine. Very, very minor hop over here. Please let this be close enough. Please be close enough. Please be close enough. Really? Still not close enough? Really be right on top of this. Yeah, there's an ad in a few seconds on Twitch, so if you get stuck in it, I apologize. It helps. Get rid of pre-rolls. Come on. Really gentle landing. There we go. Right, lander fell over, but that's fine. This is literally just a marker. But we did it. Alright, back to tracking station. I'm actually going to grab a little bit of science from this too. Transmit what we can. Oh, I have to return the sample. We'll have to do a mission here at some point to get the environment sample. We'll transfer what we got and head back to the tracking station. There we go. 40 science points for the research from the monument. Look at that thing though. Look at that arch. It's so cool. And you got the sun. Eve. I think this is supposed to be Duna, Moho, Kerbin, Drez, Elu, and Jewel. There goes the ad. But yeah, let me go grab this this science real quick. Actually, we'll go smack the. I'll focus this. This is the. Yeah, this is the Moon Arch. Moon Arch probe. And this is just the old lander from yesterday. Let me go smack this into the surface first. Ad break is starting shortly. Thank you. Thank you, bot. I'll just go make sure that that smacks right into the moon. Most of you who were here yesterday, you saw this. We just literally just took this and just smacked it into the moon. So that'll go. This is in orbit of Kerbal now. The sun. So let's go to the mission control and turn this in. Yeah, default name 14 on Crashing Trajectory. That's fine. Lunar signal. Director, you're back. Can't believe what you found. That visuals thought it was a prank. You notice the bronze filigree of the arch? Also notice the crystal spheres. Yeah, it's all the planets. Jokingly referred to Kerbin as a blue marble. It turns out I'm not the only one who sees it that way. What an architectural marvel. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what do you have to do? Launch a vessel with 4 wheels, and we have to send a probe to Minmus. Okay. So, we get to do our Minmus mission. I mean, do we do the Minmus mission, or do we just send the probe first? I could do both, because I don't know if it has to be specifically a probe, or if we can just send a vessel with a crew on it that has a communications antenna and a probe core. Let's track these. Okay. Also, we're going to launch the same vessel that we launched. Go to the moon. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this differently. Round trip from Kerbin to Minmus. So from orbit, we need 500 or so. I'm gonna do this the correct way. We have our lander can. The medium tank. Let's land with a couple of Terriers, maybe? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this differently. Also, the ad should be over, so welcome back from the ad. I do apologize, by the way, that you guys need to watch the ads. Like, I feel bad about it. Oh, we do have some fairings. I wish I had the bigger cargo bay. Actually, no, you know what? Before I build this... R&D center. I have 501 science. Here's the bigger cargo bays. Let's grab this stuff. The atmospheric science, and... I don't need long range. Oh no, I should get long range probes just to have it. Let's see if we can design this Minmus lander. I guess we'll have to do it without a payload bay. So let's just throw a docking port up here. And we'll do... two solar panels. We need an antenna. We'll do 2 antennas here just for symmetry. I mean... Now, you know what? We'll throw on a satellite dish. Throw a satellite dish on right there. That's good enough. There you go. That way they can get their TV. What are we looking at? That's a range of 36 gigameters. That's fine. We have our 2 of those, and then we'll do... I need an engine mount. One of these. Why is it so little? I hate that this thing is so tiny. But it's gonna have to do. Because what I want to do is I want to attach 2 of these here. This. And then clip them kind of into the mount. And then we'll use the mounting point as a decoupler. Never mind, that's not gonna work. Okay, change of plans. Change of plans. Do I have a bigger engine that I can use here that isn't... Not really. I really want to use this lander can to go down to Minmus, but I don't want to use these giant engines. How am I gonna do this? I don't want to use a humongous fuel tank either, because I really don't... I don't need that much. Like, if I have just one of these on here... Where is it? How do I do this? I don't remember. Is it in here? Here we go. Minmus. Minmus in a vacuum. It's literally 17 TWR, and we've got 2800 Delta V. Like, it's insane. We don't need this much. This is overkill for a Minmus lander. I guess, you know what I could do then? I guess what I could do is I could just use the single person landing can, little tiny one. This will be fine. Not the giant tank though. I want actually one of these. Not one of these. Not one of those. Not that. I guess I could use this. Let's do 4 of these tanks. I'm gonna put them on symmetrically like this. Reason being, I want to put a couple of landing legs on here. And then we'll use kind of the inner one for batteries and stuff. Throw 4 batteries right here. There we go. Actually, that's not going to work either. Hold on. I don't need lights or anything on those. Let's do 2 solar panels, though. Actually, I don't want to do this. Maybe I just go 4 of them for symmetry, but then this is awkward. It's just weird. I think we'll do it, though. We'll do 2 of these solar panels right here. And then I'm gonna throw... Need this docking port. That's gonna get us back up. We only need 1 engine, I think. In the middle here. It's 4,000 Delta V. That's an insane amount of Delta V. I could even technically, I could put decouplers on these, now that I'm thinking about it. And use them as external fuel tanks only for landing, which might be the play here. Put those aside for now. Because if we do that, that's our center of mass. So what we can do is slap a couple of these on right here. And then we need a couple of these. I'm gonna throw 2 of them right here. I wanna pack extra RCS just to be safe, though. Keep messing that up. Pull that off. I wanna put one of these in here. Like, yeah, it makes this lander a little bit taller, but gives me peace of mind. Because now that's our center of mass, and then what we can do is... I only have these massive decouplers. I don't really want to use these, but I kind of have to. I'm thinking we put these on here, and then we can ditch them on the way back up, just to shed some extra weight. It's kind of what I'm thinking. And then we'll put on 2 of these for symmetry. There. And then, where are my lights? Are they in here? I'll throw 4 of these on here, just, again, symmetry reasons. So how does this work? Okay, so I just turn them on and they just work. Okay, cool. That'll work. Those will be fine. Those will help me see where I'm docking, just in case we're docking at night. This does not need parachutes, because it is temporary, and then we're gonna do... I need fuel lines for these tanks. Which I could just enable crossfeed, but I specifically want these tanks to empty first. So I'm hoping that this will work. And this will be our... This will be our lander, which then we can just use these... Or do I want to use the small legs, or do I want to use the extra small legs? The extra small legs should be fine, right? Other than the fact that they're upside down. Those should be fine. Yeah, these should be perfectly fine. I am going to lower these a little bit, though. Bring those down to, like, there, and then... Hook those in like that. And then just for good measure, we'll throw on a couple of struts here. I'll actually strut it from the core, just to hold that in place. And that's 1,000 Delta V. Just straight up 1,000. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted that. Put this back. I made a mistake. That's okay. I'm just gonna do this. No, I'm not gonna do it. Fuel lines are weird in this game. I want to like them. I really do. They're just so awkward. Oh, and now I can't. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm just gonna do this then. One fuel line goes in there. One fuel line goes in here. One fuel line. One fuel line. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna quickly launch this. It's not gonna do anything. I just want to make sure that these tanks are going to drain like they're supposed to. I'm literally just watching this go down. I shouldn't have done that. I wish I could just right-click these and see the fuel levels specifically of those tanks. I think that'll work, though. I think it'll be fine. So now that I'm looking at this, these aren't centered. There we go. Okay. I think that'll be fine for the actual lander. Because again, we only needed, what? A little bit? In this. 34... Yeah, 180, 180. We needed 300. We have 1,000. So this is absolutely overkill, but in case of emergency, you never know. So we have that. That's good to go. I'm going to save this. Save. And then we go to a new workspace. And this is going to be our ship that's going to go out there, and it's going to come back. So we have our Mark 1 tin can. Our one-person tin can. I could use the Mark 3, but what do I have for a heat shield? The medium heat shield. Yeah, I could use the 3-man. I'm going to use a 1-man, though. We don't need anything special. So throw that on there. Rick, hello. We're going to be going to Minmus here in a little bit. This is going to be the actual transfer stage. It's going to get us back. I just need to think about how I want to do this because I'm not sure. I did need to get a Science Junior in there somewhere. I'm probably just going to stick all of the atmospheric science stuff on the transfer stage and just ditch it on the way back. I don't really want to have extra weight on this pod. What I do want, though, is I want a parachute on top here. And then, just in case of emergency, I'm going to slap 2 of these on here. Just in case the top parachute fails, because I don't trust it. I hate how extremely massive those parachutes are. That should be fine. That's our parachutes. Well, yeah, how you doing though, Rick? It's good to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. This may be blocking the hatch? I don't think so. Well, let's put it on the pad and double check. No, he's good. He got out. Yeah, we're fine. He does a little weird kind of vibration when he gets out of there, but should be fine. I can move it though. I kind of don't like where they are anyway. I might just use the big lander can anyway. Even though I really don't want to. Because these parachutes are just comically large. Oh, but I don't have a big chute for the top of this, so... Actually, no, you know what? This is fine, because... What's the docking port that I have? Yeah, this is fine, because it'll fit the docking port a little bit better. I'll just use the 3-man pod. I feel better about it anyway, because then these don't feel as comically large. And then we can put them like this. And then that doesn't block the hatch anymore. I feel better about that. Hey, getting somewhere, learning you're stuck inside, yeah. I feel that. Actually, now that I think about this, if I come down here and I put... Where is it? I don't remember where anything is. These. I just want to see, how big is this? What can I fit in here? Yeah, because I can put the Science Junior in here. Put the sniffer in here too. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little truss in here. And I'm going to use this to store all the science instruments. So we'll throw in a sniffer here. We'll throw in a Science Junior, which will clip in to the cube. And then I can probably, on the sides here, I can probably put a little bit of battery power. Not quite what I wanted to do, but I'll do it manually, that's fine. There we go. A couple little batteries in there just to help that out a little bit. And then right on top, we'll put the docking port. Does it work with that atmosphere? No, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it for Kerbin anyway. So we're going to take the Kerbin samples. I assume it doesn't, at least. But the reason I'm doing this is because I don't have a big cargo port for the bottom. And I want to do the science, the atmospheric science in Kerbin's atmosphere. And then it's mostly because I wanted to put the Science Junior. I don't want to stick to this here, because this on top just looks ugly. So it lets me put multiple experiments in a much smaller compartment. Yeah, because I only have these like tiny ass fairings. It's not gonna be pretty. Which we're actually gonna be kind of cheesing it with the fairings a little bit because I don't have the big ones, and I need something for the Moonlander or for the Minmus lander, but it's fine. Yeah, we're gonna be doing this very Apollo style, kind of like the the moon landing we did yesterday. I just have to think about how I want to do this. This is our transfer stage, and we need Kerbin to Minmus. Trying to think. We need 1270 to get there, 150 to circularize. So that's 1500. So we need like 3000 to get there and back. I'm thinking we just throw on a medium. We don't need a medium tank. A poodle. 35. This should be fine. I'm gonna throw on a tiny bit of extra fuel here just to be safe because I'm gonna load this up with RCS. Just emergency monopropellant, never hurt. And then we'll throw on a antenna just to be safe. Okay, so monoprop. We'll throw on like 4 of these. Slip those in there real quick. It's a rocket ship game. It is, Kim. Hello. Yeah, I've been having fun with this again. I figure we'd stream it again today, because why not? I'm just trying to think of how I want to do this. Center of mass is basically right on top of those RCS tanks. I'm actually going to move these down. And then we'll put the... I can never remember where they are. I can never remember where the stuff is. We're going to put 4 of these just right here. And then in the old KSP1 fashion, we're just going to clip a couple of these in here too. Do I need them? No. Am I going to clip them in here anyway? Absolutely. Why? Because they look cool. Why not? Which actually, I'm going to take these. I'm going to put more of these on here. Do like 4 there and 4 there. Just makes it look a little nicer. This could come down. Making it go boom for fun? I mean, it's gonna go boom. But it's gonna go boom in a good way. I need a couple more things here. I need solar panels. And I want some extra batteries on here. Let's do these. I like the way these look. So we'll do 4 of them because we can. We'll throw a couple extra batteries on here for good measure. Okay, so that's 4,000 meters per second just by itself. That's way more powerful than I need. But the reason I'm doing it is because I want to have a little bit of extra fuel just in case I screw it up. Then we need a decoupler underneath this. I'm just going to do 2 of these. And then I kind of want to just throw a mainsail on it just to do it. That's 2,000 right there, just in itself. So what I'm thinking of doing is... Why is this starred? What I'm thinking of doing is just putting 2 of these in here and putting more of these external tanks, but if these boosters are good enough, I'll just use the boosters. 7,000? It's 3,000 just to get into orbit by itself. This will finish the job, and then we'll have enough to get to Minmus. This should be fine. Actually, no, I do need a little bit more power. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make 4 of these instead. Actually, I'm going to put 1 on for now. Reason being, I need to put a couple of things on top of here first. I need a nose cone. Actually, let's use these nose cones instead. Because then I want to put a Cybertron on here. SBKK, welcome on in the YouTube chat. How you doing? We're just getting a rocket set up. And then we're going to be doing a Minmus mission. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. There we go. Just strap these in real quick. 7,500. That should be more than enough power. Once we strap the other lander on top. Which, let me merge Minmus lander. Alright. This is gonna go up here, right up top. This is incredibly awkward to put that up there. Let me retract these. Now, what I was saying earlier with cheesing it with the fairings, this is what I meant. This is what I meant right here. I just have to find them because I can never remember where they are. There they are. Oh, look at this beautiful, beautiful fairing. It's gonna be perfect. See, look at that. Oh, gorgeous. I can't drag it out anymore. I have to make another layer. That's a problem. Hold on. I don't. There we go. I don't remember how this works. Oh, this is so awful. Fine. It's fine. Don't ask questions. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. This is as intended. It's the most beautiful craft you've ever laid eyes on. Making a lamp? Not wrong. It's because I don't have bigger fairings. If I had bigger fairings, I would do this the correct way. But we're gonna do it like this. And, oh, it's not gonna let me do that? Really? If I had bigger fairings, we'd be all set. I'm just gonna enclose this whole thing then. Let's just do this. Bring this down kind of here. And then I'm gonna close this in kind of here if it lets me. Will you let me actually put this fairing here, or will you complain? Okay, no, it's gonna complain. Alright, you know what then? Fine, I won't put a fairing on here. We'll just launch it upside down, making it look ridiculous. It'll be great. I do have, actually, you know what? I do have this adapter on here. This will kind of help with the aerodynamics, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna put the giant decoupler on there, because why not? It's just a little bit of assistance with aerodynamics, just a little bit. We'll throw on 2 of these just for good measure. Should be fine. I don't need anything on the bottom of this because that's the bottom of the lander can. I think we're good, mostly. And Jacob, welcome, by the way. Hope you're doing well. 6,400 should be fine. I'm gonna disable crossfeed on this, just for safety. Yeah, we'll decouple that. That'll go when we get into orbit or close to it. So basically, what I'm thinking here is essentially this is our lifter, and this is gonna finish getting us into orbit and then send us to Minmus. This is gonna be the thing that actually lands and comes back up. We're gonna rendezvous with our return pod, and then the return pod will go back. Which we might take the lander back, we might not. I'm not 100% sure yet. But we'll see. Did I put a heat shield in here? I did, right? Yes. Okay, I think we're good to do a test launch. So let me just double check this staging and make sure that it's all okay. We need these to be on this stage. I'm gonna put them up here for now. Those will fire together. These are the Separatrons that'll go off with these decouplers. And then we have our boosters. Which I'm going to put the boosters with the mainsail for now. And if we have to throttle down, we can just throttle down. Okay. So, mainsail and boosters go off. Drop the boosters. Separatrons go off. By then, we should be up in space. We'll drop the nose cone. Then we separate and activate the transfer stage. Then we separate... Yeah, we can leave the decouplers together because that's fine. So those will separate by themselves. And then we have our main engine up here, which needs to be on its own stage over here. Because everything after this stage is going to be done manually except for these parachutes. Okay, I'm going to save that as Minimus Lander. Yeah, save over it. We're only going to send one Kerbal. We're actually going to send him in the lander can. I'm not going to send Tim. Tim goes on all the missions. We're going to send Jeb. Jeb never gets to go on missions. So yeah, he's just going to go straight up in the lander. He doesn't need to go up in this pod. Yeah, he's going to be upside down. He can deal with it for a little while. Alright, let's see how absolutely awful this is without a fairing. It's going to be so bad. Alright, throttle down. I'm going to leave the throttle at like 50-ish for now. Hopefully we don't need it. Come down a little bit more. Try to conserve as much fuel in the main stage as possible for now. I'm hoping we don't need any fins on the main stage. That's kind of why I'm just doing a quick test here. If it works and gets into space, it gets into space, but I would like to not have to put fins on it if I don't have to. Throttle up here. We're about to flame out on the boosters, so I want to make sure that we don't slow down too much. McDizzle, hello, it's good to see you. You're doing well. Alright, we're full throttle. Start pitching over here ever so slightly. I have to flip this thing. Look at the plumes on that, though. Looks so good. Alright, boosters are out. Okay, we're gonna need fins. No, we're good. We're good, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I am realizing that I forgot something, though, so I'm gonna have to go back to the VAB anyway. I forgot SAS. We're relying entirely on pod torque right now, which is not good. I also forgot the probe core that I needed. Completely forgot about the probe core. But that's okay, because this is, again, it's a test launch. It is all that matters right now is that it's a test. We need to actually point this way. Yeah, I need some SAS on here for gimbal control while we're up in space. Otherwise, we're going to be tumbling a little bit, but that's okay. It was a good learning experience. I actually can stage this nose cone, too, just to make sure this is going to work as intended. Excellent. Actually turn that down a little bit. Look at the trajectory on that. Oh, I always forget. Never fails. I will always forget something. Almost all the time. We have a little bit of torque here. But yeah, I gotta throw a probe on this upper stage. Which it shouldn't be too hard. I'm just gonna kind of stick it on here somewhere. It doesn't need to be a fancy probe. Also, I need to make sure that I'm controlling from here. Because yeah, I don't want to not have control on this. So we slap a probe core in there somewhere, will be good. It's also going to need a Communotron because it doesn't have any communications. That's okay. Good test flight. I'm going to revert that. Let's go make these adjustments real quick. Do I have a larger control anything, though? Where's it? They in here? Actually, while I'm at it, I'm gonna also put lights on. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna put lights on here. Which they're, again, only temporary, so they're gonna go right here. I don't think I need anything more than this. Okay, so I think this through. Because I don't know. Oh, you know what else I need to do? I need to... Do these count as wheels? Those count as wheels, right? I have a contract to launch stuff with wheels on it. I'm just gonna slap a couple wheels on it and call it a day. I'm actually gonna leave them on the lifter stage, though. Here we go. Small stabilizer. Yeah, I don't have a big stabilizer for this. Okay, we're gonna cheat a little bit in true Kerbal fashion. I'm gonna actually clip them into here. But in true KSP fashion, we're gonna cheat ever so slightly. I'm gonna do like 3 of these and a probe core. And it's literally the only purpose is just to have control in here. That's it. Literally the only purpose is just so I can control this without a Kerbal in it. Yeah, that's fine. Right there. And then I'm gonna throw actually some extra batteries on here just for emergencies. Throw on like 4 right there. And 4 right on top. Just in case we need them. Okay, so we got probe core, we got lights, we got batteries, we got the wheels. Let me throw this back on the pad and just double check my missions, and then we'll try this again. Yeah, our mission... That's the wrong button. Our missions, we have to orbit a probe with a communications... Ah, the antenna. That's right. I forgot the antenna. Orbit a probe with a communications antenna above Minmus. This is going to satisfy that. And we have to launch a vessel with 4 wheels. So, let me grab this. And the reason that I'm doing it this way, by the way, and sending a crew, is because we're going to double dip. We're going to grab some science off of Minmus. That way, the next mission that they make me do to Minmus, where we have to go and actually observe something, I'm just going to send a probe down. It's easier. And by a probe, I mean I'm just going to send this lander with a probe attached to it. We're going to basically retrofit it to have a probe on it. Or we might even just send the entire transfer stage down, just ditch the lander entirely. We'll see. But super makeshift contract satisfaction, but it's fine. What do I need? Oh yeah, antenna. Wait, I had an antenna on here, actually. Never mind, I lied. I had an antenna right there. We're good. We have an antenna. We have an antenna here. We're fine. We're good. Let's see if that counts as launching a vessel with wheels on it. Hopefully it does. We had to be at like 60%. Skip though. Does this count as... Didn't give me credit for launching a vessel with 4 wheels on it. I guess those don't count as wheels, even though they're literally wheels, but... I don't know, maybe you have to be in space or something. Let's see. I did forget the fins, but I don't think we're going to need them now that we have SAS on it, so... Let's see. All I know is I am going to start my pitch maneuvers here a little bit earlier than I did. Watch carefully my AP over here and make sure that doesn't go too high. And again, for anybody who doesn't really know me too... Oh, we're going to flip. Yeah, I get fins. For anybody who doesn't know me too well, just as a kind of quick aside, I used to play this game a lot of years ago. Not this game, but like KSP 1. I used to play KSP 1 a very, very long time ago. And I stopped because I got super burned out. But now with KSP 2, it's a time for me to kind of relearn the game. While at the same time, obviously the game's gonna get updated. And we're gonna have new content, new stuff to do. So it's just kind of like, it gives me some time to learn the mechanics a little bit. Relearn how to play the game. And then learn all the new stuff, too. I want that to be quite so long. Of course, I broke my struts. Go figure. Struts. Restart yourself, please. Thank you. And then we have my fake wheels. Alright, we're good. I'm gonna attach a couple more of the... I'm gonna attach these landing gear here. Yeah, I know. Do I need to attach these? No, but I'm gonna attach them anyway because I want the satisfaction of getting that mission and I don't want to wait. That's literally it. Alright, these fins should help a little bit, hopefully. Keep things stable. I'm also gonna throw a couple of small stabilizers right on here. Not quite that small, though. Not quite that tiny. I would like slightly larger wings. It's these. Just to kind of keep this from flipping out of control again. Hopefully that works better. Alright, we needed it was like 60%. 69, nice. Alright, let's just go. No countdown. We don't need no countdown. Yeah, hopefully once we get into orbit, this counts as a vessel with 4 wheels on it. If it doesn't, we'll have to actually go unlock rover wheels, and we'll send a rover on our next mission to Limnos. Which is fine with me. I don't mind doing a mission with a rover. I'm okay with that. It would actually be better that way to do a mission with a rover. I also forgot to thrust limit these Cybertrons, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Don't tip over. Don't tip over. Don't tip over. 16-kilometer AP, 20 kilometers. Booster should flame out here. Okay, boosters flamed out. Drop them. Off they go. Our AP's at 40 now. The Space Center disappeared. That's awkward. I gotta pitch this thing over more. We're gonna have a problem if I don't. That's awkward. The Space Center's just straight up gone. So we got some floating. Oh, those are the wheels. So we got some floating things there. Oh, never mind. Those are the wheels that I put on there. These lights work. They're super broken. Deploy the landing gear. It's funny. We're still in the atmosphere. I'm not going to deploy the panels quite yet. Also, Tim snuck on board again, but that's fine. Tim just really wants to go on a mission. He just really wants to go back to space. And yeah, this doesn't count then as launching a vessel with wheels on it, so we'll have to actually get rover wheels. But we'll do that contract after this. No big deal. We should have our flame out here shortly. Nice shallow suborbital flight this time. Much nicer. We're still no crossfeed on this, right? Yes. Crossfeed on this. I want to control from here just to be safe. 100 meters per second left in the stage, and then we'll ditch it. I'm gonna keep it for a moment though, because our next stage to ditch is actually the nose cone here. Ditch that first. Left valid region. Experiment interrupted. What do you mean left valid region? Whatever. Maybe it was the atmospheric one. Okay, so from here, create a maneuver plan. Yeah, it's gonna say we have no fuel, but it's fine, don't worry about it. Just need some kind of orbit. It doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it's an orbit. So 85 by 42. Oh, I have to go like yesterday. All right, we gotta stage. Stage. Hopefully this transfer stage has enough. Worst case it doesn't. We'll use the lander can to burn part way back. No big deal. We should be able to make it to Minmus, no issue. I just wish I could transfer fuel. It drives me nuts that I can't click over here and be like, yeah, I want to transfer stuff. It's one thing that would make a lot of these missions significantly easier. Point up a little bit here. Because we are at apoapsis right now. I don't want to drop too low. Also, time warp a little bit just to speed this up. Hold prograde. Periapsis is 6,000 by 82. So yeah, we'll hold prograde and we'll put AP and circularize the rest of this. The debris over there. Just going down. There it goes. Deleted. I hate how it pauses even though I'm not on pause quite yet. It's fine. Let's get this up to 70 and then we're good. Minmus. Can we make it to you and back? That is the question. I don't want to leave SOI. I just want to... Let me focus on Minmus really quick. We can kind of mess with this maneuver a little bit. Okay, I lied. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Let me focus on the actual ship. Focus. Okay. Minmus. Can we get an encounter with you without leaving Kerbin's SOI? Oh, we're so close to an encounter. Look at that. We waited probably a little bit to launch. We would have been fine, I think. Ugh. Painful. That's a moon flyby. Actually, we could potentially use the moon for a Minmus encounter. I wouldn't mind doing a quick moon flyby. But I don't think it's going to happen. Can we get a good moon flyby to bring us to Minmus? Yeah, we can actually. No, it's really kind of jank. Not worth it. Unless we potentially come in. Hold on, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna see if we can get a moon encounter. Because if I can try to do a moon flyby and save some fuel, then that would be ideal. I gotta delete this. I can't figure out what's going on with these maneuvers. In my opinion, I don't know if anybody else feels this way about KSP2, but a lot of the moon, or not a lot of the moon, excuse me, a lot of the maneuver stuff, it gets really weird. And I'm not a fan of the maneuver nodes in this game. I think KSP1's maneuver nodes were significantly better. Okay, so this launches me out of the system. That doesn't give me a Minmus encounter. But we could use the moon as a slingshot, but that wouldn't... Yeah, because we're way too high up here. This is another issue that I have, is like, I want to be able to make a maneuver, and... I can't click the button. Please, let me... There we go. Like, I want to be able to make another maneuver here and actually see what I'm doing, and it's impossible to do that. Can we get a min-miss encounter at all? We almost have a flyby. Actually... Basically flying right over it. What if we... No, we're so close. But a moon flyby is not going to do it. Okay, let's just try to then fly straight to min-miss. Where's my... descending node? 5 degrees. Wrong way. I just want to match my orbit to min-misses here. It'll be significantly easier to do the transfer this way. If we have to do it, we'll activate the lander's engine and we'll use the lander to bring us home. Not the end of the world. I would like to not do that if I can prevent it, but it's gotta be done, it's gotta be done. Okay. 20 seconds to our transfer, or our adjustment burn. Almost there. 3 seconds. Okay. Very, very quick adjustment just to match planes with min-miss, and then we'll try the maneuver again. I think we have more than enough fuel for this still. Like, I just tend to kind of panic and over-engineer things. So I like to be, like, very, very careful. Okay, that's close enough. Alright, maneuver plan. Can we reach min-miss in a reasonable time? Without leaving the system, please and thank you. Sorry, I'm having fun with the music. There's like the closest encounter we're gonna get. Oh, I have to do this like right now though. I hate that I can't adjust maneuvers when the game is paused. Okay, we're gonna have to take this and we'll have to make an adjustment. Kinda on the fly, unless I can quickly... No, I have to just go and hope, but I don't want to do it, so I'm gonna wait. And... Can we get it on the next pass? Very, very close. What if we go around to the ascending node and make another slight adjustment over here? Min-miss is really hard because you have to really, like, you have to get into very specific orbit sometimes to do this efficiently. And efficiency is one thing I am not good at right now. This is fine though. Very, very slight adjustment just to get us on the same plane. 0.0, there we go. It's about as close as we're gonna get. Now if we try to go to min-miss, it should line up. See if we can do it in the daytime. How close it is. So close. Where is it? Where? Right there. Come on. How close that is. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a very precise maneuver system right now. I'm using way too much Delta V to get here, though. Like, look how close that is. Actually amazes me that people are able to, like, do anything with this maneuver system, because it is so janky. Like, I mean that in the best way. It is just so hard to get a min-miss encounter. What are we looking at right here? 261. Just looking at how close I actually get. Oh, there we go. Also, there's an ad starting in a few minutes here. Or I say a few minutes, a few seconds. I apologize in advance. If you're on YouTube, I don't think you see ads at all, but if you're on Twitch, there's going to be an ad. I unfortunately have to run them and get sort of pre-roll for anybody new coming in, so it's good. But if I could avoid running them, I would. It helps me out, and it gets rid of pre-roll, so it's for the best. I will try not to do anything other than this transfer burn during the ad. You're literally just gonna miss me doing a burn. That's it. All the fun stuff will be after the ad break. Let's do this warp. I need to focus back on... Really wish brackets would let me focus on the ship that I'm flying again, because it's really awkward trying to click on all this stuff. Focus on the moon ship. Focus on that. Very carefully. 2-minute burn, so we'll burn during the ad. So we'll let that go. Literally just gonna have this ad running, and we're gonna do a 2-minute burn, and then by the time the burn's over, the soul the ad. This will be fun though. I'm actually excited to go to Minmus. I haven't been to Minmus in a long time. Granted, the next mission we do definitely is gonna be a probe. It's gonna be a one-way trip. There's some noise from downstairs. I'm just kind of listening to it. Having me nuts. I got emails for days that are all just junk. Maybe we should have enough fuel to get back, right? Even if I use the lander. Because the lander's got a ton of fuel. We just use the lander to push the pod back. We're in good shape, I think. I don't think we'll be fine. I'm not worried at all. I'm gonna focus on this again, because where did my maneuver go? Where did my encounter go? Whatever. We'll make a mid-course correction. It's not the end of the world. 18 seconds left. There's another minute left on the ad. 10 seconds. 7 seconds. I'm gonna use RCS to do the rest of this. Kind of a waste of my RCS, but I don't really have a choice. I want to try to conserve a little bit of fuel here. Really? There we go. Oh, too much. That's good enough. 32 is fine. Don't even need to make a mid-course correction. We'll just quick save, and we'll make the adjustment when we get there. Alright. I think we're good. I think we're in pretty good shape. Just wish it wasn't dark. I'll give it a second for the ad to finish, and then we'll do the time warp. Make our way to Minmus, and then it is 6 o'clock. We're probably gonna have time to do one more mission after this one, and then I might need to call it after that. But we'll see. Alright, welcome back though from the ad. Again, I apologize for the ad. You guys just missed like a 2-minute burn. It wasn't very exciting. Was not very exciting. But we're approaching Minmus here. Hello? That was weird. Pushing the buttons, nothing was happening. Yeah, here we go. Approach Minmus. We'll get a little flyby real quick. We'll get circularized. And then we'll prep for our landing. Alright, maneuver plan. Vessel Moon Arch probe is out of EC. That's fine. The Moon Arch probe doesn't need electricity. Not the end of the world. Alright, point to maneuver node. We have a 20-second burn in 35 minutes. Oh yeah, we have more than enough fuel to get home. We're good. I'm gonna turn the RCS off because I don't want to burn it all. Okay, warp to maneuver. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a nighttime orbital insertion, but we're gonna do the landing at dawn. And we'll land in the daytime. Okay, 10 seconds. So I need to deploy the Immunotron before I forget. Oh. We'll delete that because we don't need it anymore. We're just gonna eyeball this from here. I like the Minmus music. It's actually really nice. There we go. There's our mission for the probe. Got our orbit. We are good to go. I'm just going to create a maneuver here. We're going to make a very slight adjustment just to be equatorial. Or close to it at least. Very, very subtle adjustment. Yeah, the Minmus music is really good. I think the Duna music is the best so far that I've heard. The Minmus music is pretty nice. Okay, 40 seconds to burn. And just a very, very slight course correction. Alright, let's quick save. So that was the satisfaction for the probe with communications. The secondary mission is just to launch a vessel with 4 wheels. Later. Let's get some science. Tim is in the landing pod, right? No, he is not in the landing pod. Good thing I checked. We can also get some experiments. Actually, I'm gonna grab experiments now. Or not. Where did... Oh, we're still out of the... Excuse me. Why did it switch? Oh, I see. I see why it switched. No, get back in the pod. Get Get back in. Do a crew report. Or don't. That's fine too. Alright, you know what? Get out. Hey, Tim, I need you to not fly away from the ship. Camera. Can't with the camera right now. Okay. Very carefully fly back. Back in the pod. Of course, I put the doors on opposite sides. In hindsight, probably not a good idea. That's fine. Alright, before we descend, I'm gonna put the panels out. Can you transfer internally? How do you do it? Because you used to just click here and there was a button. Because I don't know how to do it anymore. Unless you can like click on them and tell them to transfer. Oh, you know what it is? It's you hit here. No, you don't. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Not in KSP2 at least. I'm gonna enable fuel crossfeed too, just for now, because we're gonna need it later. Well, we might need it later. We'll see. Let's undock. Let's go get some science. Okay, so I want to land over here in the flats. Let's bring it down to like here-ish. Turn my RCS off. I don't want to use all of it. This engine is not active. Now it is. A little bit of a burn just to get away from the mothership. Look it up for you. Yeah, if you find it, let me know, because there's no button as far as I'm aware to do it. At least that I've seen. And I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know too well. Also, this is too steep. I come in a little bit less steep. Yeah, this thing has way more fuel than it needs, but it's okay. Emergency for the return vessel. Okay, I don't know where the other ship is, but it's nowhere near me, so we're good. Let's go. Manager button on the bottom of the screen. Oh, down here? These buttons? Oh, the Kerbal Manager in here. Okay, I see. That's where it is. Yeah, I never looked at that. The menu, I find the menu in this game very unintuitive. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way about it, but like I find it really unintuitive personally. I can do an experiment real quick. 64 science for a low orbit crew observation? Really? That's it? I'll take it, but step down from KSP1 for sure. No, there's a lot of things in KSP2 that I really wish were similar to KSP1 instead of being, you know, trying to be new and trying to do it better. Like, some of the UI stuff is great. Some of it's amazing. The rest are not so much. Alright, Tim, you got this. You're gonna do this landing. You're gonna do it perfectly. Coming down a little slower than I really want to, though. Landing in Minus takes forever. Font is one of your pet peeves? The font, I'm okay with the font. I don't mind it. It's not great, but I don't mind it. It's the rest of it that drives me nuts. Like, I want a customizable UI. I'd feel much better about it if it was customizable. 25 meters per second. I gotta slow down a little bit here. Not too much, though. So these lights... Let's not do anything. I slowed down too much. What am I controlling from? Control from this docking port, please. Is the docking port upside down? No, I'm just controlling the ship backwards. The front's over here. Maybe even smaller. I don't mind the GUI itself. Like, the GUI, I think the size is fine, but I have a bigger monitor. My issue is the parts manager and the maneuver nodes. Those are the big problems that I have with it. The parts manager is just really annoying to use. I like being able to just click on a part and see all the details about that part. I don't mind having, 500 different windows open because it's only the windows of the stuff that I need. Gotta slow down here. Why are we... Hold on. There we go. A little bit better. Basically hovering here. I would like to not be. Yeah, I way over-engineered this lander. I put way too much fuel into it. Like, I want to be able to click on this tank right here. I want to see how much fuel is specifically in it. It doesn't tell me. Alright, here we go. We're switched to surface. I guess I probably should have been on surface velocity a lot sooner. But that's alright, we're good. Yeah, it's fine. I got it. I should have switched to surface and I didn't. I just was being dumb. We're fine. We got the landing. Let's make a nice touchdown here, and then we'll plant a flag, do a surface sample, and head back. Look at that. Beautiful touchdown. Grab a crew report. Tim, you can get out. Default name 12 on crashing trajectory. What do you mean default name 12? What is default name 12? what is... Oh, we're default name 12. Apparently we're on a crashing trajectory. Alright, we'll get our surface sample. Put a flag down, and then we'll head back. I mean, I guess I could run a crew observation too. I don't know if I have to, but I'll do it anyway. Hit flag. First landing on Minmus. Also, I already had that experiment, so I didn't need to run it. But we get a good 100 science out of this mission, so, I mean, I'll take it. Little annoying sending a Kerbal back, because I would have liked to just go straight back to the Space Center and do another mission, but... Actually, I'm going to leave him here for a second. Quick save. I'm going to go back to mission control and just double check and make sure that I don't have to land on Minmus anywhere. Alright, it's flawless. It is a signal. I've seen the footage. Yeah, message, whatever. Thanks, science. Yeah, here we go. I have to go to the Minmus Monument. But we need it. It has to be. We need a big ship. We need a geostationary Minmus Monument. I'm gonna grab all these missions to have them. We probably won't do the 200-ton vessel today. I don't have the patience. But we might at least do the other stuff. 500 science. I would like to get... I'd like to get rovers unlocked. I'm gonna unlock this. And then hopefully with the science we get back from Minmus, we can unlock rovers and get the wheel achieve or the wheel mission done. There's another monument there. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. Let's see where the monument even is. Debris in orbit. I'll clean that up later. Minmus. Default name 12. Oh, the monument's up there. It's really far away. I'm tempted to try to fly up there with this lander. And then go and try to rendezvous, because we've got so much fuel, I could probably do it. Stick for wheels and launch clamp. Yeah, I tried to do it with the Minmus rocket that we had. I strapped a bunch of wheels to it, but plane wheels don't count. It has to specifically be rover wheels, which is really annoying. Let's try to fly this up there and see if we can pull it off. Because if we can just cheese it, we have to go northeast this way. Yeah. No, it's the other way. It's this way. But if we can just like double dip and go up there with this rocket, I'm gonna do it. Got so much fuel on it, I might as well try. Alright, there we go. So we'll make the quick hop up. Yeah, we have 1,000 Delta V in this lander. It's extremely overpowered, and the reason it is because in case I screwed up the landing for some reason over here, it would allow me to have a little bit of extra fuel to get back. That way, like, if I had to do it, I could push with the remainder of the fuel that's in here. But we have so much fuel left over in both this stage and the transfer stage, I might as well just try to double dip on this mission. Even though it's a little bit out of the way, I think we can probably pull off a rendezvous. We just might end up leaving some debris in orbit, or we might not even decouple these tanks at all. Might just keep them. So we'll hop up here and we'll pull this off. I just have to make a very slight trajectory adjustment here. Gonna go like that, and then a little bit more prograde. And we gotta wait. It's like a 1 second burn. It's really easy. Yeah, it's kind of why I knew this mission was coming up, so I just kind of mentally prepared for it, even though I wasn't planning on doing it on this trip. Kind of prepared for it. In hindsight, I should have looked up where it was and gone straight there, but that's alright. I might actually ditch 2 of the pods on the way down. Oh, we might ditch 2 of the... or not the way down, the way up. We might ditch 2 of the extra fuel tanks, just leave them as a marker for that monument. Very, very quick adjustment. Flying right over that monument. We'll point retro. I'm gonna go relative to surface here. And we'll head down. I had to send a probe to find it. Well, we have the probe in orbit still, technically. We have the probe right here. Yeah, we can see it from here, too. A little annoying that I've got to do it this way, but that's okay. Yeah, I got the mission to do the probe on Minmus, so I kind of double dipped and I sent the lander down, too, because I figured, why not? We might as well get some extra science out of it. Okay, we're 3 kilometers up, 100 meters per second. I'm just going to come in kind of right over this. And then we'll slow right down. I think right now, if I didn't stop, we'd basically slam into the wall. Oh, I probably should have done this earlier. Uh-oh. It's fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good. This thing's got so much fuel in it. I'm not worried at all. I'm gonna slow down and then we'll fall straight down onto it. Yeah, this mission, if I didn't have this crew here, I would have sent a probe out and just had the probe do it. But I might as well double dip, you know? Yeah, we'll leave a couple of these pods over here to mark where the monument is. That way I can come back someday. Please orient up. Orient up. Up. Thank you. This pod's got so much fuel in it. It's ridiculous. Just gonna fly a little bit closer to it. I mean, I guess I could just get out, but I would like to try to do a crew observation with all the science. I should have brought the science instruments down. I should have put them on the lander. Let's see if it gives me credit for landing right here, if I have to hop closer to it. If I have to hop closer or something to the world. You weren't kidding, it really is really flat all over here. Yeah, we did get credit, cool. Find the source of the monument. Right. Grab more science. We'll do a EVA real quick, plant another flag. Take a sample. It's a little bit more science out of it all. So, a little science never hurt. Plant flag. I can't type. Good job, Tim. Plant that flag. Ah, look at him go. Grab my surface sample, and then we'll head back up and rendezvous with the return ship. Get him home. $360 science and samples. Actually a cool monument, too. I hadn't actually seen this monument in person before, so it's nice to be here. Alright, I'm gonna quick save. Now, where's our ship? It's over here. What's that target? Alright, before I do anything, I'm gonna go back to mission control. I want to just double check there's no other missions on Minmus to do. Welcome back, Director. Another successful mission. What a monument you found. Alright. Oh, now we have the Duna monument. And I have to orbit Kerbin with a tank. Okay, so we have the Duna mission. So we'll do a Duna mission probably on Tuesday. If I stream this on Tuesday. I don't even know if I'm going to stream it on Tuesday. We'll see. I need the tracking station. I need default name 12. I need to rename this. In this lander. 1. Control. Okay. Quick save. So we're in a very awkward position here because I've got to get back to this lander. But I think we can do it. I think we'll be fine. Custom flag, don't know how to change a current one. I'm not sure. You should be able to do it. I know in KSP 1 that you were able to do it. I just don't know. It's this way we have to go, I think, right? Camera's doing really weird things. What a view, though. And I really wish I could just click on these and see how much fuel was in them, but I'm gonna have to just probably guess. So I'd like to shed this excess weight and be done with it. Oh, don't do that. I want to get this AP kind of down, and then this way. I'm gonna get most of the way into orbit with these, and then I'm gonna ditch the tanks. Edit the persistent SFS. Had to change to it in the VAB, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure there's a way, but I never tried. We're gonna get up to AP. I'm gonna make a maneuver here. We're just gonna circularize. And then we'll match plane after the fact with the return stage. I'm gonna actually ditch the external tanks now. We don't need those anymore. Good thing I did, because we're actually really low on Delta V, but now we've got 1,000, so that works. Look at that view, by the way. Look at that. Kerbin in the background. Oh, looks so good. Has to be in the save. Yeah, it has to be in the save somewhere. Has to be. So those will go impact mid-miss down there somewhere. So we'll get in a polar orbit. This is going to be a really awkward rendezvous, but I'll get it done. I'm not worried about it. 2 minutes to burn. Again, mid-miss music, pretty good. Definitely happy with that. The one nice thing is the music in KSP2 is really, really good. And I really appreciate that. I need to point at the maneuver node before I forget. There we go. "20 seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bottle up. Very, very quick adjustment. And we are in orbit. Alright. Sending node is very messed up here. Clear target, set target. 9 degrees? Really? 0.9 degrees? That is not correct. That is definitely incorrect. So if we do... Oh, not that. Do this. We'll have to burn retro as well. It's a very major course correction, but it's fine. We just need some kind of encounter. I don't care what it is, we just need something. Okay, it's good enough. Point to maneuver. I have 1,000 meters per second in this lander. We've got 200 to burn doing this massive correction. Should be fine. Yeah, 1,000 DV is more than enough. I am glad I over-prepared. It was definitely worth it. Because it meant we got to kind of triple dip with this mission, so... We got to do the probe, we got to do a Minmus landing to get some science, and we got to go visit the Duna Monument, or the Minmus Monument, take a sample. So, successful mission in my book. We just gotta get him home. Which I'm probably gonna bring the lander can home with me because we've got a little bit of extra fuel in here. I might as well use it up. There go the the landing legs. All starting to descend and they'll impact. A minute to go. Almost there. Wait for it. Kind of trying to focus on that timer. I don't want to warp past it by accident. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 2, 1. Go. Make this very, very quick adjustment. And then once we get to this point, that's good enough. We'll make some adjustments here on the fly and see if we can get an encounter somewhere. We have one right there. You can kind of see those are... Actually, that's not an encounter, is it? 146. We'll have to go around a little bit. Let me actually do this. Let me match my inclination again with this. And that'll allow me to better prepare. Did I have a... No. 2.1. Can I get a... No, I can't get a exactly. That's fine though. Make a very quick course correction and then we'll fish for a rendezvous. That's in 5 minutes. Yeah, we got so much Delta V. I'm actually really glad I over-prepared for this one. Even though I really didn't need it. Alright, 5 seconds to burn. Very, very short burn. There we go. Okay, now we just gotta fish for a rendezvous. So if I were to make a maneuver on the next orbit, we bring our AP down a bit. I think I can fine-tune a encounter over here in the sunlight. I think I can do it. Yeah. Lack of stellar exposure, that's fine. It's dark, not a big deal. Yeah, I think we can get a rendezvous in the daytime, which would be ideal. Let's see what we can do. I am gonna keep the lower periapsis though, and we'll go around a little bit until we get an encounter. It's just kind of funny because we've got this super awkward, node here, or not node, but this awkward rendezvous. So we have to kind of makeshift do this a little bit, but that's okay. It's basically like an instant burn. It's really not that much of an adjustment, so just gonna let it get down kind of close, and then there we go. Let's bring that down. Okay, so next orbit. I think if we do a maneuver over here, I think I can boost my AP up. Actually, if I do this, no, I don't even get an encounter. We might have to go around a little while until we get one. The one thing that I really miss from KSP1 is it's just super easy. If like I'm over here, I want to make a maneuver, I could just right click it, and I could just go forward and I could just let it go, and I could skip forward to however many orbits, and I could just go from there. I think one more orbit and we might have something here. Yeah, we can probably work with this. Hold on. If I come over to periapsis. Actually, is it periapsis or do I want to do it somewhere else? I'm trying to think about how to get this encounter to work without spinning around too much. This gets us kind of close. It's a 8,000 kilometer distance. The closest approach. Not terrible. Can I get that any closer without smacking into Minmus? No. I think I might take this. And then we'll make another adjustment as we get closer. Problem is that brings us really low, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, it's 12,000, that's fine. We have plenty of room. Let's make this adjustment here. We'll come in nice and close to the ship, and then we'll make adjustments as we go, and then get right up close to it. Because 9 kilometers is about as good as I'm going to get. I don't think I'm going to get much better than that. And I don't really want to be in orbit of Midness forever, because I do need to get going here soon. I might spend some time over the weekend just doing some of the really annoying tasks, like getting the big tank up into orbit, the wheel mission, get that done really quick. So don't be surprised if we have a Duna mission like ready to go on Tuesday. I might even do a bonus stream at some point. We'll see. I'm not going to make any promises quite yet, just because I don't know. Did I just mess that up? I just messed that up. But it's fine. We're in low orbit now, so I can just... Actually, this will work right here. This will get me a encounter. Right there. 400 meters, or 400 meters. That is as close as we're gonna get. That's in 15 minutes, and that's a really low periapsis too, but that's okay. Yeah, don't be surprised if we do that next week, because it's very, very likely. Family's starting to harass me about dinner, so I really need to get going after we get this guy home. Really wish I could warp faster right about now. This is a fun little Midness mission, though. I had a good time with it. At least we finally got our rendezvous after being in orbit for however long it's been. I am going to try to actually dock these this time. This is a much better situation for docking than the previous mission we had, where we were docking around the moon. Because that one, the docking ports were on the side, and I'm not used to docking anymore, so it was a little awkward. This should be significantly better. It's fun, though. There's our ship. I kind of wish I parked this in a lower orbit, but it is what it is. In hindsight, I probably should have put this in a higher orbit. It would have been easier to time warp. But that's alright. We'll make this maneuver. We'll get close to our target here. And we'll do our docking, and if we're lucky, yeah, we're doing it at sunrise, so our close approach should be in the daylight. I just can't do anything until we get to these nodes. It's going to be a minute. We do have plenty of time until what would be the next ad, so hopefully we're done with this mission by then. Yeah, we're basically, I'm going to finish up this mission here, this Midness trip, bring all the science back. We're going to go unlock some stuff. And then I'm just going to put something on the pad real fast just to get the stuff saved, so I don't have to redo this mission. Almost there. Taking our sweet time. Lack of stellar exposure. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Plenty of sun. It's fine. 2 minutes to burn. You know what, though? At least I've got this close encounter, and it's the best thing I can ask for right about now. We are pointed toward our maneuver node, so we're good. It's a very, very slight burn, too. I definitely over-engineered this, but it's a good thing. Alright, 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. I'm gonna eyeball this, by the way. 2, 1, go. Whoop. RCS on. 400, 300. 300 is as close as we're gonna get. I don't think I can... Yeah, if I keep messing with it, we're gonna mess it up more. So let's just... Why is that going up? Shouldn't be going up. Whatever, 1200, that's fine. I just have to wait until we get to this point. We're almost there, though. We're almost out of the low Minmus orbit, so we'll have an actual decently quick time warp once we get out of here. I brought this super low to get the rendezvous faster. I probably should have brought it higher, but oh well. It is what it is. Not the end of the world. Yeah, we'll bring this in close. Only 20 meters per second relative speed should be really easy to get an encounter over here in the bright daytime. Should be super, super painless. We'll switch our crew over, get our science all set, ready to go, and then it'll be great. Just need this game to go a little bit quicker. That's the one thing I really never liked about Minmus. Is that it just takes forever to time warp in low orbit. There we go. We're free from low Minmus orbit. We're good now. This will go significantly faster. Okay, let's get up to our close encounter. I'm gonna go relative to target. Target, anti-target. That flip around. We're gonna just slow down, match speed, and then start burning toward it. Wrong way. Actually, no, it's this way. Okay. Now we go target, speed it up. That is a 300 meter encounter. I can get that a little closer if we just this. 50 meters. F5, RCS off. We're gonna point anti-target. And we're gonna coast in for that rendezvous. I'm gonna bring that in right about here. And then we'll do that rendezvous. We'll control from the docking port too, so it'll be a little bit easier to do the actual rendezvous. Where is the... Oh, it's right there. Okay, retrograde, I gotta slow down. Okay. This docking port right here, that is my target. We're gonna control from here. RCS can go on now. Try to not screw this up. Forgot how awkward docking can be. Don't drift away from the ship, please. If I didn't want to save this fuel, I would just EVA and fly over there, but I'm going to try to save the fuel if I can. I don't remember my controls. I don't remember the buttons, but it's fine. It's down, that's up. H is forward. Okay. Like, relearning how to dock here at the same time. I think we're good. I think we got it. Oh yeah, we're good. Look at that. Perfect. First try. Okay, so crew manager, you said. Crew manager. Just do that. So now he's in this pod, right? If I EVA him, he comes out of the big pod? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to keep this. Crossfeed is on. We're just going to go back using this pod. Go from here. Kerbin is over there, so we're going to go... Maneuver plan... Hold that a little too hard. Bring that periapsis right down. Actually, we could do a moon flyby too. That'll save me some fuel. Brings me down at 2,400. That is not what I want. 5, 26, 27. Okay, we're not getting a moon flyby. Not worth it. Actually, no, you know what? I am going to take the moon flyby. We'll make a mid-course correction. I think. Yeah, we'll make a mid-course. Do we need to make a mid-course correction? Do I need to? I don't think I need to. Also, I love how this ship now is called Combined 17, by the way. I think that's hilarious. I think we're good. I think we'll just do this. No moon flyby needed. Bring that in about 33,000 kilometers, right? Bring it down a little. Bring it up a little higher. Bring it to like 40. For now. Okay. SAS on. We're gonna go to maneuver. And warp maneuver. That's just 30 minutes around Mimnus, and then we burn, we get out of here. But not bad. Not a bad day, honestly. We got a decent chunk of stuff done. So I can't complain. We got plenty of fuel left over. 10 seconds. 5. And no problem. Hold on. Shut that off. Now we can go. It was almost really bad. Yeah, I was almost having 2 engines burn at the same time. So we'll just eyeball this. 1,000, 2,000, 1,000. 100,000. Oh, too much. Push that back up. I'm gonna bring it in at 35 for now, and then we'll make some saves here. Just in case I need to, we can bring it in lower. I'm gonna just use the fuel up though. So let's just go and get this guy home. Or Tim Kerman. And finally make his way home after being in space for however long it's been. I just gotta not time warp too far. Time warp too. Of course it's a night landing. Of course it is. Warp to point, please. Oh. Okay. Wait, retrograde. I'm gonna burn off all this fuel. And we're also gonna ditch the lander here. Goodbye, lander. Hardly knew ye. Okay, decouple this. Decouple, please. Hello? My chutes deployed? No. It's fine. I'll manually arm them. Arm. Okay, we're armed. We're good. Chutes are... One chute's deployed. Did only one chute break, really? There we go. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Parachutes out. Didn't even touch the heat shield. I didn't even need it. We're good. Nice, safe landing. Unfortunately, it's in the dark, but what can you do? I don't need SAS anymore. And we got our science stuff, so now that we're landing out here in the middle of the desert, we can get some science when we land. So I keep forgetting this thing has RCS on it. Parachutes, please deploy. Please? Thank you. You make me sweat. Alright, but good mission. We got a lot done, so can't complain. Good job, Tim. I'm proud of you. Even though you did the mission by yourself. In a 3-man pod. You did great. Now, hopefully we touch down and we don't explode. We're coming in a little quicker than I'd like, but yeah, we're good. Do some science. I'm gonna open the cargo bay just because I can. Yeah, we're good. We're landed. We got lots of science to bring back, so let's recover him, and we are good to go. Vessel destroyed. Vessel destroyed. All right, tracking or not tracking? Yeah, actually, yeah, tracking station. What is this? Why is it in orbit? Destroy it. What is this? Why is it in orbit? Dude, Probium McProbe face. What's in Minmus here? Nothing in Minmus. Nothing on the moon except this probe. We can leave it there. Okay. Mission control. I turned all this in. That's all done. Need to go to R&D. I want to unlock a couple of things. I want rovers. I want expanded construction. I really want medium payloads, like desperately. And then I have 400 left. What do I want? I don't need any of that. Jets would be nice, but I don't need Mark II stuff just yet. This is not useful. Precision engines I don't really need. Process I don't really need. Autonomous sampling would actually be really handy, but I can't afford it. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. And we'll get some more science, and then go from there. But yeah, I might see what I can do about some of these missions, because we've got this one. It's gonna be 5 seconds. Just put some wheels on the launch pad. This one's gonna suck. I'll do that on my own. This one is easy, and then this one we'll probably do this one and this one at the same time. I'm not looking forward to the little chunker mission. It's not even worth it because it's only 35 science. This one is worth it. But that'll be a project for later. I am going to do the wheel one real quick though. Just because it's going to be really easy. I just stick a probe core and some wheels and call it a day. But while I'm doing this, thank you guys again for keeping me company today. I never said it, but I do appreciate it. It means a lot. I literally just, I do that. We're done. So I can also quick save just to get that finished. But yeah, thank you guys for keeping me company. It means a lot. I'm going to try to... Ooh. Cappy Rock. We might even do the Cappy Rock mission next time. We'll see. I might do it on my own. I don't know yet. It depends. We might build a plane. We'll figure it out. Vessel with a lander can to Cappy Rock, though. I kind of want to save the Duna Monument stuff and get the secondary missions out of the way, and then we'll do the Duna mission. I want to try to do Duna, I want to try to do Ike, and I want to try to do a return man mission. So we'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. It'll be, you know, for another day. Because where are we at right now in terms of Moon and Kerbin and Minmus? Can we do a mission soon, or is the game gonna freeze on me? Game might have actually just crashed on me anyway, but it's fine. It's time to go anyway. So thank y'all for keeping me company today. Like I said, it means a lot. Hopefully, we'll be back. Yeah, the game is broken. Game is actually broken now, so I have to close it. We'll be back next week. We might do some more KSP. I might go back to Kaizo Ironman. We'll see. I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. But yeah, thank y'all for keeping me company today. If you guys want updates, Discord's the place to get them. Consider hitting the follow button if you enjoyed hanging out today. Thank you, bot, for posting that twice. Yeah, consider hitting the follow button and come back for another stream. It'd mean a lot if you did. But I think we're just gonna end. I don't have anybody really in mind to raid. Is anybody even on that I know? I want to raid, not particularly. There's a couple people on, but I don't think we're good for a raid today. Yeah, if you're on YouTube though, thank you for hanging out. If you're on Twitch, obviously, thank you for hanging out. And I hope y'all have a great night. So we'll be back, by the way. Next stream is planned for Tuesday, so it'll be after New Year's Eve. So hope y'all have a great night. Thank you for being here. And if I don't talk to you, have a happy new year. I'll see you next stream.